Yo, what up, Stomp Wrestling? Bam. So, it's your boy, WrestleDrop. We're back at it, back with another video. I know it's been a while, guys, but load shedding. If you don't know what that is, Google it. So, ignore the dogs in the background, guys. If I lock them out, they're not going to leave me alone. So, it is what it is. So, here's the question for today, the hot topic. Is Triple H and WWE doing too many returns? Now, we've criticized AEW and Tony Khan for doing this in the past. We criticized them for doing all these returns to pop the rating and to basically drive the storylines, keep them going. We saw this with Adam Cole, Bryan Danielson, CM Punk, Samoa Joe. There was a lot of around the time, 3 months after half of them got released or their contracts ended. So we criticized AEW. That happened. Now, do we criticize WWE for doing the same thing? That's the question. I mean, if we just go through a quick list quickly, this is just off the top of my head. We've got Hit Row, Johnny Gargano, Candice LeRae, Dakota Kai, Io Shirai, Braun Strowman, Karrion Kross, Bray Wyatt, Dexter Lumis, Gallows and Anderson, and then recently, most recently, last night on SmackDown, Emma. So, my issue and my question is, Emma got a decent reaction. Not a great reaction, but a decent reaction. And yes, I understand she's not the biggest name, she's not anybody huge, but she's still an exciting prospect, an exciting person to have back in WWE. So my question is, are these returns and debuts being diluted by having so many? And the first one and the most obvious one that comes to mind is Johnny Gargano. In the arena, it's kind of dead. It's kind of dead. Nobody really gave a shit. On the IWC, some people gave a shit, some people were mad. It's all a difference of opinion. Do you like Gargano? Do you not like Gargano? But the point is, if that had to happen right now in AEW, who hasn't had so many debuts, so many big names come in recent weeks, yeah, they've had here and there, but nothing to Gargano's level, it would have been a different reaction. But because we had seen so many names prior to that, because prior to that Triple H just came into power, it kind of diluted it a bit. And we said it at that time already. And since then, we've had quite a few names come in. And look, I understand you could say Triple H is trying to build his product, his WWE, make it his vision and his team. Which I get. I really get it. But isn't there another way to do it? Isn't there talent on the roster that should be used? Yes, we've seen people like Mustafa Ali, he's in a better position. Chad Gable, he's in a better position. Certain talents are getting to show off their skills. But certain other talents, which could be used, and that probably should be used in a better way. Example, Theory. I think the only reason Theory is being used right now is because he's Mr. Money in the Bank. I think Madcap Moss could be in a better position. He wasn't huge before Triple H took over, but he was a decent face, especially after turning on Baron Corbin, who is an excellent heel. So I think there's certain names that might have benefited if there was more space on the roster. I'm not saying the roster's dilute or too full, sorry. But I do think it runs the risk of getting bloated very, very quickly. Another topic I want to talk about regarding all these returns is there was certain NXT talent, which I think was very close to getting a call-up. Very, very close. Who have we seen recently? We've seen Solo Sikoa. That's it, in a very long time. I might be forgetting someone, forgive me. But I'm pretty sure Carmelo Hayes was almost ready, if not, he is ready, but he was almost ready before Triple H came in. Braun Breaker, arguably he's ready, he's been ready for a while. And some of the women's talent, Mandy Rose, Indy Hartwell. These people should be on the main roster by now. But there isn't space. We're seeing less of Kevin Owens already. I think he might be dealing with injury, but we're seeing less of Kevin Owens already. We're seeing less of Drew McIntyre. I know he's been doing stuff with Karrion Kross. Still haven't been seeing him as much as we used to, which might not be a bad thing in all honesty. But the point I'm making is there's certain talent which should be used in a better way, making way for talent who haven't earned that spot yet. And by that talent, I mean Johnny Gargano. He's had a lot of TV time lately, and I'm not sure the main roster audience has quite gravitated towards him yet. So it should be a slow build with him. Let him do what he needs to do. I'm thinking of people like Hit Row. It's not quite connecting with the audience yet. But I suppose it takes time. I would just like to see more talent that was maybe there waiting for the opportunity to get the opportunity before Triple H just shoves them to the side. See what you can do with certain talent first. That's my point. Now, is it comparable to AEW doing all those big returns and not really making much of it? Is it comparable yet, or is it too soon? Because I think of Danielson. I've given my opinions on Danielson's run in AEW. I think of Adam Cole. Yes, he's injured, but prior to that, he had that good feud with Hangman, but after that, it wasn't too great. I think of Samoa Joe. What's he done? I know he's been busy with other side projects, but I'm making all these excuses on what they've been busy with and the fact that they're injured. But when they were available, they weren't being used. With WWE, he's kind of using the returns. So I'm not sure if it's comparable yet. But time will tell. Obviously, this is still early on in this whole situation. So we'll only see a couple months down the line how well Johnny Gargano has been used, how well Hit Row has been used, how well the OC has been used. Emma. It'll be interesting to see what he does with Emma. To bring her back, face Ronda Rousey, and then what? Disappear into the tag division. Not so sure about that. There's rumors of Chelsea Green coming in. Now, didn't go great the first time round. She comes back with Matt Cardona. Maybe it could be great. Even with Deonna Purrazzo. Some actual tag teams, women tag teams would be great. Kind of feels like he's focusing on the wrong parts as well. But like I said, this is more of a food for thought video. I want to hear what you guys have to say. I'm bringing up a topic now so that I can look back on it. Because a lot of people have been saying these returns are too much. But we can't quite tell yet. So I'm making this video so I can look back on it and be like, okay, what I thought and what a lot of us thought at this time might have been correct. Or I was totally wrong and I'm basically an idiot. Call me Dave Meltzer 2.0. But we just have to see what happens, and that's all I have to say. So, on to the next video, guys. Just hit that like button, stomp on that subscribe button, stomp on that notification bell, stomp on everything you need to stomp on. This is Stomp Wrestling YouTube channel in any case. So, we'll see you for our next video, guys, and take care. It's just been too sweet.